Dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. I think of those songs like that, like, from a particular person, they would sound romantic, but then from another type of person, they would sound very psycho, you know? Like, was it Enrique Iglesias? That was what it was like. You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my love. That one sounds pretty fucking scary when a certain person's singing it. Uh, have you heard that one Bruno Mars song? It's called Gorilla, and it's if you read the lyrics, it's literally about like fucking like gorillas, banging a girl like a gorilla, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so explicit. I mean, I like Bruno Mars. He's a little firecracker, you know, but man, that's pretty. Whew, jeez. And I think about the music I used to listen to as a kid, because my sister, I wouldn't really buy CDs, so I would listen to whatever my sister would listen to. So I got raised just listening to a lot of pop music or girl music, like No Doubt. I did like Michael Jackson. Aqua, holy shit, fucking love Aqua. Aquarius is one of the greatest pop albums. It really is. The whole fucking album is hardcore. And Spice Girls album goes pretty hard too. But that one song too, To Become One. I remember what I need some love like I never need love before. Gonna make love to ya, baby. Had a little love, and now I'm back for more. Gonna make love to ya, baby. Set your spirit free. Those lyrics are fucking dirty. And then as a kid, I don't, whatever, To Become One, and now as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, that's about having sex. And I was singing that. Oh my god, you know. But I mean, that's the way it used to be back then, where you could kind of mask and hide your dirty lyrics. But now, you know, people are just straightforward. Like, I want to fuck you. I want to have sex with you. Here's my wet pussy, etc., etc. I was speaking of Spice Girls. Yeah, as a kid, I was all about Ginger. Ginger was like one of the hottest chicks. I'm sure I masturbated to her at some point. But now as an adult, and I see all of them, I feel like Sporty Spice is like the hottest one. Like, you look at them now, and Sporty looks fucking good now, and she looked good before. But as a kid, I was all about Ginger. But you look at Sporty Spice now, and man, she's hot. She has stayed like she looks fucking good. Melanie C. God, you know, hit me up. Oh, no, I think you got a dude, right? I want to be respectful. Don't do that. I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, what was I saying about Spice Girls? And yeah, I would just listen to, you know, any of that music that was trickled down to me. Usher was pretty good. I really did like Usher. The first album. I mean, he's still fucking good too. But the first album, I remember fucking My Way, What I Say Goes. I'm in control. That was a fucking good album. But I think of as an adult now, the music I like, the concerts I've been to. I've been to a lot of Gwar concerts just cause, and they've always been great. I'm sure I've seen Gwar like 5 or 6 times. It's just, I don't know, it's just a fun show. It's very fun. If you've never been to a Gwar show, I would highly recommend it. I think they're still touring actually, but Gwar puts on a great show. And then I saw the Killers once. It was okay. I'm not a fan of the Killers, but I don't hate them. I saw Mumford and Sons once, and that's one of my biggest regrets is seeing Mumford and Sons because it was okay. I like one or two of their songs, but but it cost like $200 and something a ticket, and I took this chick, and she really wanted to go, so we paid that much for tickets, and it was just no, it wasn't worth it. Like it was a big venue. I don't know. It was not worth it. It was not worth $200 something. I think of a lot of other shows that I have been to that did not nearly cost as much. I saw the Chili Peppers once. It wasn't all that because they had their other guitarist, Josh Klinghoffer, and now John Frusciante decides to come back. I mean, I'm grateful, but now he decides to come back. I would have loved to fucking see him live. John Frusciante is a beast. If you haven't heard any of his music, it's fucking good. I saw Melanie Martinez once, and I took this chick, and it was fun. It was a fun show. Melanie Martinez, she sings "Cry Baby," right? Cry baby, cry baby, why don't you fucking care? And it was like a weird kid like setting. The show was good. She acts like a kid, so I'm sure like pedos are into it or whatever. But I remember when I went to that show, and the tickets for that were like $30. It was fucking great here in town. And I went to that show, and dude, guys, I was dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. I dress. I'm like a cartoon character. I wear the same thing every fucking day. People, there were guys my age that looked like me, and I looked like a fucking a nasty fucking piece of shit. And they were dressed in like baby bonnets and fucking baby bibs and pacifiers, and they were going all in with the crybaby gimmick, dressing like babies. And I was like, just people watching, like, oh my god, these sick fucks, you know. But it was a good show. It really was. I remember seeing George Clinton in the Funkadelic Parliament with my brother, and that was a badass show. And I had gotten Groupon Groupon tickets for that shit, and that shit was fucking tight. That was badass. I saw Sarah Bareilles live with that same girl that I saw Mumford and Sons. And that show was fucking great. Sarah Bareilles, she was doing like a one-person show where she was just by herself there in Austin, and those tickets were like $30, $35 a piece. Which I'm all about the ratio of how much a ticket costs to how the entertainment it gives me. I'm all about saving money. I think you've already fucking figured that out with me, the steals and the deals and all that. But that was a good show. I remember her singing like different song. And this she kind of blew up recently with her play that she wrote, but she did a one-man show. I remember she crowd surfed and sang The Little Mermaid, so that was pretty badass. And obviously I've seen I saw I remember taking a chick to see Theory of a Dead Man, and I was like, yeah, we'll go, whatever, if you want to go, and tickets were cheap, whatever. So we went. And I didn't know, but with one of the opening bands came out, and it was like a band. It was a band called Fozzy, and I had never heard of him. I was all, whatever, I'll listen to him. And then motherfucking Chris Jericho comes out with a light up jacket and shit that says Fozzy. And he's like, "What the fuck is up, San Antonio?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's Chris Jericho! Hey, everyone, that's Chris Jericho." I was like, what the fuck is Chris Jericho doing? I didn't know he was in a band. It was fucking crazy to me. But yeah, fucking, that was pretty cool seeing Fozzy. Theory of Down was whatever. It was alright. It was just music. But yeah, when I saw Chris Jericho, I was like, what the fuck? Oh shit, that's Chris Jericho. And just fucking trying to shake everyone like, hey, that's Chris Jericho. But I saw Flyleaf live, not with the old singer, with the new singer, but that was a badass show. I think that was like $20 too, so that was a fucking good deal. But I think the best show, and I always say it, the best show I've ever been to, and I won't say changed my life, but God, she was perfect, was Marina and the Diamonds. Like, I saw her on the Neon Nature tour, And man, I saw her in Austin, and I took my buddy. I was gonna take my cousin, but she stopped talking to me. So I took my buddy, and man, it was just such a good show. Like she went all out for that show. The fucking Stubbs Theater was great. The theater performance or whatever you want to call it she did was just, it was outstanding. Like it was so great, and I still, like, I'll say that's the greatest concert I've ever been to. And then for the price too, the price, I think they were like 40, 35 bucks. I bought them real quick, and then they sold out. I didn't even realize, and nowadays, bots buy tickets, and then you gotta buy them off a second seller or whatever, or a third party site. But back then, I guess, it wasn't really a big deal, so I bought them real quick for 35 bucks a piece. And man, like, she put on such a good show. I wish I could go see her again, but it's whatever. I have that fucking, them, those memories in my head of all that music. And as far as, concerts nowadays with people fucking getting squished and shit like that and all that bullshit, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to fucking deal with it. But yeah, I mean, shit, I'm trying to think of what else to fucking talk about. Man, oh, what's his name? Adam, Maroon 5, right? I don't see what the big deal about that is. Like, yeah, he's a pervert. Who would you rather have, him? Well, he's a good looking guy, right? He is. His music, his voice is cool. His music, it's fucking boring. But would you rather have him hitting you up, or fucking some ugly dude, like some ugly piece of shit like me, messaging you like, "Oh man, send some feet pics. That should be tight." Nah, I don't know, man. Like, if I was a chick and I had Adam Levine hitting me up, or even Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer's a good looking dude, but when he was literally playing out the fucking plot to 50 Shades of Grey, and that chick fucking put out all that shit, I don't know. I feel bad for the girls, obviously, if they weren't consenting, but at the same time, you kind of put yourself in that situation. I know, like, I have my niece, if she was being messaged by some fucking rich billionaire, like, "Oh hey," or even some just regular dude, like, "Oh hey, you want to fucking do down at the beat about a boop," I'd be like, I don't know. I would talk to her like, "Nah, don't fucking go after that dude." But then again, if it was like Armie Hammer, Adam Levine, some fucking good looking dude, and he was rich, I'd be like, you could kind of put up with it, I guess, right? Yeah, even for, I don't know, try to get something, $1 million, and it's always the rich guys. But I think about that too, Armie Hammer and that cannibal shit. I would try human meat if it smelled good. It I guess it would all depend on how it was flavored and the spices, right? I guess human meat would just taste like regular meat. Of course, if I would need to know where that dude was, I don't think I'd mind what race it was. I wouldn't be racist with that. It would just be how it was seasoned, and then I would need to have a good smell to it. If it smelled good, man, if it was like a good hamburger, like a man burger, like a human burger, and then I'm not even sexist too. I'll eat male or female. I would probably want a fat person though. I feel like that shit would be a lot more juicier, like a veal, like a baby cow, I would think that would be a good flavor, but I don't know. I'll try it once they put human meat on the market. I'll try it. I'm down as long as it's got a good smell to it. And I want to thank you for putting up with me. And I hate myself. And thank you. Take care.